guys, welcome back to another episode of Beyond the Resume with myself, Sarah, and today I've got a very special guest. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi Sarah, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Thank you so much. Good, thank you. So my name is Zain. I just recently joined LPH. It's the beginning of my third week over here, and just a little introduction about myself. I've been in Dubai for 31 years this year, and been in real estate for around 11 years so far. I started in 2015 and been doing off-plan all my life.
Yeah.
And today I'm here as the off-plan sales manager at LPH.
Amazing. So you've been in Dubai for quite a while. How have you seen it change over the years compared to when you first came here?
Oh yeah. Like I said, I think we had this chat a little earlier. When I moved to Dubai, it was around 1995.
Yeah.
And back then, there was nothing in this area.
Yeah.
There was no business bay, there was no marina, there was no DIFC, there was no downtown, nothing was there. It was all gravel. There were just a few small buildings, maybe 3 or 4 buildings you can say. And where we are today, it's a big change, Even if you take Dubai 10 years ago to where it is today, people probably won't recognize it. So the transition of where Dubai was into today is a very, very big difference.
Whole different world, pretty much.
Exactly,
Whole different world.
Yeah.
Amazing. Perfect. So you've been with us for a few weeks now. How's your experience at LPH been so far?
Oh, it's been lovely.
Yep.
Everyone's been so friendly. Got to meet with Sharif, the owner. He's been very supportive ever since I've joined. Been helping me if I have any issues, anything that's held me back. He's always been there to, hold my hand and give me the support I require. People have been really friendly over here.
Yeah.
In 3 weeks, I've already met almost everyone, and everyone's very welcoming.
Yes.
Getting time to even speak with you on what we require to support me. You've been very supportive, so it's been a really, really good start to the
Amazing.
to the
I think
month, I would
that's
say.
like a key thing for us, like the culture, the environment. Everyone's lovely, everyone gets along, and as cringe as it is, it's kind of like a nice big family, so to speak. So
100%. It actually feels like a family office over here,
Yes.
not more like a corporate setup over here.
Yeah.
So far I can't complain about anything. I mean, everything's gone smooth. Everything's, I'm enjoying my time over here. I'd say.
Amazing, perfect. And we're in the process of building your own team. So what are you looking for your team essentially?
What's important is I'm just looking for hungry agents.
Yes.
We all want to make money end of the day. We do have the right platform we're in right now, so I think it's ideal that we target the right candidates, I would say.
Yeah.
And someone who's really hungry to make money, as I mentioned.
100%.
We're in a place where I believe we can really grow as a team.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking forward to working with you and moving forward over here.
Amazing, perfect. So as a sales manager, you see a lot of brokers in different companies. What do you think makes a good broker?
See, being in the industry for 11 years now, I myself started off as a broker.
Yeah.
From my experience, working with multiple companies, getting to meet a lot of people,
Yeah.
there was always one thing that as a new agent, we always kept running after. What support the company is going to give,
Yeah.
what kind of leads are we going to get, all of these things were things as a new broker you required in the market. But that's why you see a lot of brokers failing today. Why? Because they keep running after what the company is going to give,
Yeah.
but they never really put in what value you're going to bring to the company, which is very important in today's market. What's important is you need to focus on yourself. You need to understand why you're getting into the market,
Yeah.
right? And what's important is you need to know that you need to bring value as well. This is that could be either you're going to go through referrals, you have connections, you're going to go out for events, you're going to publicly make yourself known to the market, who you are, what you're doing in your industry. This is very important as an agent. So this is what, as an agent, you need to be doing
Sure.
to think of getting into this industry.
Yeah.
Because if you lack that, unfortunately, it's not the right industry for you then. Because if a company can be giving you, for example, the quality leads that you're asking for, you need to ask the question, as Sharif keeps asking every interview, what do you consider as a quality lead?
Yeah.
Is it a lead that's going to close, or is it a lead that you're going to get that's responding in a positive way to you?
Sure.
So this is very important as an agent, that when you go to a company, you need to know basically that this is the kind of support a company will give you.
Yeah.
But it's a give and take over here, where what we give you, you also have to bring value to the company.
100%.
So,
And you
yeah.
see it a lot, like people starting in real estate and they kind of do what they're required to do, but never go beyond it to kind of go that
Yeah.
extra mile to network, so to speak.
Yeah.
So obviously you have been in a range of companies. How do you think it compares from bigger companies to smaller companies, and how do you find the support with the agents internally?
So I worked with a couple of big companies myself.
Yeah.
If you go through my LinkedIn, you'll probably see the companies I worked with.
Yeah.
Not to mention a few names, but if you go towards big companies, what I noticed is, especially if you're new to the industry, you're going to be one of the few people in a large working machine.
Oh.
And that becomes difficult for you. Why? Because as an individual who's in a large company, you don't get that focus as a newcomer to the industry, which makes it a lot more difficult for you to be successful.
Yeah.
Now, when you go with a medium-sized company, especially when it's growing, what's important is the company needs to make sure that all its agents, or majority of the agents, are getting the support.
Yeah.
Like what we discussed. It could be through leads, it could be through training, it could be to telling you or guiding you the right way. How do you become successful?
Yeah.
But that can happen only when you're in a medium-sized company, because they can be focused on an individual over there. Whereas if you're working with a company with 100 plus or 200 plus agents, being a sales manager, being a sales director, being a large corporation, it's difficult for me to know who Sarah is,
Exactly.
who
Yeah.
XYZ is. So it's difficult to focus with specific agents.
Yeah.
That's why I would always say, look for a medium-sized company where you can have personal growth,
Yeah.
also have an opportunity to grow with the company, and as you get more confident in yourself and as you grow, it always takes you forward in real estate in Dubai.
100%. And I feel like that's a struggle for a lot of people, because in some companies, training can be absolutely amazing,
Yeah.
but it's after training, like how much time is there for support, guidance, questions? And I think that's where a lot of people fall short, because they're not neglected, but maybe they don't have as much support as what they need. And I'm sure you can agree with real estate, there is questions left, right and centre.
Yeah.
Every client's different, every property's different. So it's just making sure you have that person behind you to
Yeah, that's
support
very
you
true.
essentially.
That's very true.
What would you say your key thing is that made you successful? Hard question, but
It is a tough question, but it's also an easy question.
okay.
End of the day, you're getting into real estate to make money for yourself.
Yes.
For you to be successful, you need to take charge of yourself.
Yeah.
You can't leave your future or your upbringing with someone else.
Yes.
For example, I cannot come to a company and rely on the company that I'll be successful. It's all on me to
Yeah.
become successful. So what do I need to do as an agent? I need to look at myself, tell myself what are my capabilities, what can I do in real estate being a new agent, what do I need to be doing as
Exactly.
a real estate agent. You see a lot of successful stories, and one thing I've seen, a lot of people look at themselves and tell themselves, this is what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
I need to either be going out for events if I'm an off plan to build my network. It can also be for secondary, it can be for both actually, because I might be a client who's looking to resell my property. I could be in the market to purchase an off plan property. That's one of the ways to go about it. You need to be educating yourself on the market. That's very important. The lack of education is the reason why a lot of even good agents lose clients, because they just didn't understand a certain segment or a certain piece of real estate
Yeah.
that could have helped them close that deal.
Exactly.
And that's highly important for them to always educate themselves, look at themselves and tell themselves, this is what I need to be doing
Yeah.
to become a successful agent. Me as a person, I always kept myself around people who were successful. So I learned from them, looking at them and seeing what they're doing in their day-to-day activity. They're not there to help you and tell you what to do, but you need to see what they're doing as successful agents to replicate what they do, and you'll eventually learn from them.
So when it comes to growing your team, what's one thing that you look for in your agents?
Hunger.
Okay. And in what sense? Like to succeed, money?
They need to have a plan. They need to know where they want to be in the next 1 year's time, next 5 years' time. So they need to know what they need to be doing
Yeah.
to become successful.
100%.
If you have to ask me, I would tell you, within a year's time, being new to the industry, I need to make $500,000. I
Yeah.
need to make $1 million. That depends on my personal requirement. And I need to have that hunger to achieve that.
Of
How do I
course.
achieve it? Again, I need to replicate what I've seen or keep myself around successful people to eventually learn from them
Yeah.
and then implement it on myself and then be hungry to simply make money.
Of course.
That's it.
Amazing. And then with your team as well, obviously in Dubai, we're surrounded by developers, different projects. With your team, do you prefer them to focus on like key projects, or do you kind of like them having like a wide range of access essentially?
One thing that's made me successful, and if you look at a lot of big companies that have been successful, it's always being focused with developers, specific developers.
Okay.
Why? Because it costs a lot of money to be involved with too many projects, right? That's number one. Number two, your mind is scattered all over the place, not knowing where and what you need to be doing, to be focusing on specific projects. This is why I always say, for example, if as a company, if you choose to work with EMR, you have to be selling EMR as if EMR is the only thing you know.
Yes.
That's very important, and you need to have focused projects to be working on. That doesn't mean to say you shouldn't know what's happening otherwise.
Yeah.
You have to learn, you basically have to have a basic understanding of what each project, which developments are happening in the country so that you know, okay, you know what, this is what's happening around us.
Yeah.
Because tomorrow a client will come and ask you, okay, but do you know about this project that's coming out?
Yeah.
And if you say no, you eventually look stupid in front of the client.
Exactly.
And that gives the client an upper hand on you.
Yeah.
So you need to know what's happening around the market, but you need to be a specialist in something because that's what you need to be focusing on and believing that this project is exactly what's required for your client to make money so you retain the client for yourself and that will be a long-term business plan for you.
And I think, again, it's where a lot of people go wrong because they're not passionate about what they're selling. Like, prove to me you like it, show me why you like it, and it will sell itself, essentially.
That's correct.
Wild question. If you were to start real estate completely from scratch, what is the main key thing that you're going to focus on and gun for?
That's a very tough question because...
It's a mix of things.
Yeah, it's a mix of things. I'm happy with the path I've taken, but I believe I could have been better than what I am.
Okay.
So to pick a specific time and specific situation what could have changed myself, probably gotten a little more advice from more experienced people to guide me down the way would have probably helped me be a lot better than what I am.
Yeah.
But you know what? I still did pretty good for myself, so I'm not going to regret it. But I would have loved to have more advice from the people who were the professionals in the industry.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so in 2026, what would you like to achieve and what are your goals?
What I would like to achieve and what my goals, I would say, build a solid team.
Okay.
Help the company achieve its goal of 26, which is be on the top 20 of specific developers.
Yeah.
And I think that we are very much capable of doing it because we have smart people.
Yeah.
We have an amazing marketing team. We have an amazing recruitment team. We have the right owner to give us the right direction.
Yeah.
I myself and a couple of other managers in the company are highly motivated and highly hungry to make money.
Yes.
And I think over the next year, my ideal success story for the company is to achieve the top 20 with EMR, I would like to say.
Okay.
If we get top 10, I'll be very happy, or even the first.
Yeah.
But to be a little more realistic, because there are a lot of strong agencies out there, it's a big competition in Dubai.
Yeah.
I'd like to at least achieve the top 20 to put the award in our office that, you know what, we've taken the first step to being recognized.
Exactly.
And down the line, I would like to achieve the top one spot with EMR or whichever developer we're going to be working with. It could be Nakil, Dubai Holdings, Ellington, whoever it could be. So that would be ideally the first step for the next year.
You heard it here first. Okay, perfect. So you've got a team that you're managing here at the moment. What's the feedback been in terms of leads that they're getting at the moment, which is a key factor?
So, like I mentioned, the agent has to be self-sufficient. So they need to have their working, they have to have their working clients they're already working with. But apart from that, as a company, we also have to support them.
Yes.
That's by giving them X amount of leads or certain quality amount of leads. I think 3 weeks over here, I can proudly say we've generated a couple of good meetings with the campaigns we just ran for my team. And if you do happen to come across my team and you have to ask them the question, they'll be able to probably give you a better answer than me. But from my side, they're pretty happy with the quality of leads they've got because a lot of companies, especially the big ones you go to, like I said, if it's a large entity, you don't really get the full support from the company.
Yes.
Other than you putting in your effort, the company also is to some extent responsible to support you in your growth.
Yeah.
And I think that's where Mr. Sharif, the owner of our company, he understands what the agents lack. And this is what his idea is, to basically remove the roadblocks which stop an agent from being successful.
Yeah.
He knows what needs to be done.
Exactly.
And he knows either it could be quality of leads, maybe the quality of training that needs, that what we provide in the company.
Yeah.
the right backing, the right people running the organization. These are very important for the agents. So to come back to your answer on the leads, I could say my agents have come to me with a big smile on their face compared to
Good.
where they were before. And they told me, you know what, I'm really, really happy with the leads because it's not about the closure. It's about generating meetings.
Yeah.
Your closure eventually comes, and that's on you and your knowledge on the industry.
100%.
But they have got very good positive meetings, and I'm looking forward to the next month to giving a lot of good news to Sharif on the success of his marketing.
Amazing. And I feel like this is one thing, like there's normally a stigma that smaller companies, maybe there's less leads, less quality. It's not always the case.
Yeah.
It's just having that right person, that right team behind you to navigate it and do things correctly, essentially.
100%.
And in some cases it can be better because there's more spend per head, just depending where you are, who the company are, and the budget, of course. So.
Exactly.
So being in a company, what do you think we offer which would attract a lot of people, which is different?
See, as a company, as you know, we'd have a lot of meetings and discussions with Sharif on this. We don't want to expand the company to 100, 200 plus agents.
Yes.
We want to keep it very niche. You know? Keep it to a level where we can support the agents, because getting on board an X amount of agents in the company will not help them, neither will it help us. Why? Because we'll eventually land up paying a lot more money for them.
Yeah.
And if we can't sustain them by giving them certain amount of support, it's a waste of time for them. It's a waste of time for us, which we don't want happening over here. We are looking at the mistakes, what's happening in a lot of other companies, and we're trying to rectify that over here.
Yeah.
And how we do that is by supporting the right amount of people in the company.
Yeah.
We try to train them as much as we can. We try to support them as much as we can with what's within our reach.
Yes.
We don't want to overshoot ourselves and eventually waste someone's time by overpromising them something which will not deliver, which unfortunately happens a lot in the industry.
Yeah.
I think over here, what our strengths would be is we have a very experienced marketing team from the content side, from the lead generation side, from social media. Over 3 years, what the company was before to where it's reached, you can see the trajectory of where we've reached today is because of the expansion of Mr. Sharif's vision to bring on board the right people to support the agents.
Exactly.
And this is highly important. That starts from yourself, the recruitment team, to the marketing team, which is what's important for an agent. And at the same time, like I said, we don't want to overgrow ourselves or push ourselves to a limit where it's going to be an expense for us and not help the company grow.
Exactly.
We want to grow in an organic way where today if we have 40 agents, we should be able to sustain 50 agents by X amount of time.
Yeah.
And this is important for us. If you speak to any of our agents in the company and you ask them, is the company not supporting in any way? I think they would have an answer for that, which is definitely not.
Yeah.
We are being given what we ask for, and I think that's a pure quality of LPH, which other companies actually don't have.
Exactly.
I'm not going to say that they do not have it, but a lot of companies eventually do push to outperform themselves, and eventually that bites them, and we don't want to be put in that situation. So
exactly,
we want to have an organic growth. Support, if a person is going to join our company, we need to make sure first as LPH that, we can sustain this agent financially in terms of by giving them marketing leads, by doing training for them, whatever is required for them to become a successful agent.
Yeah.
So based on that, we'll grow the company organically.
Exactly. And I would say with every department, the whole journey, it's very much quality over quantity.
Exactly.
Again, the marketing, less videos, better quality.
Yeah.
Same with the lead, same with the hiring process, because it's not about being the biggest, it's about being the best.
Best, 100%.
And that's what we're striving for. Obviously, it's a very exciting year. We have some great stuff in the pipeline, which we cannot share all of it as of yet. But I think this year will be a big game changer for us. And even the first 3 weeks, there has been a big change in the company, and we're seeing the results, which is amazing.
Yep, 100%. From 2026, we already had a good start to the company.
Yep.
In terms of from the recruitment side, from marketing of what's happened last year to we've already closed a couple of good deals since the month has started, I would say.
Exactly.
So a lot of positivity. As a company, I think the managers and Sharif will be have already laid out a plan what we want to do for the next year, which is exciting for the agents.
Yeah.
I think a lot of them are looking forward to the growth of the company and what we have to bring to them and offer them as a company as well. And there's a lot of potential that the company has.
Yeah.
I think you mentioned as well when we had met the first time that some exciting things happening from the marketing side in terms of personalization of social media accounts as well, which is something new to the company. A lot of new ideas have been coming into the company, and we'll be implementing it stage by stage over here. So looking forward to it, and we'll definitely have a good year ahead.
Amazing. And you also mentioned a moment ago about over-promising and stuff like that. Obviously, I done the process with you. So how did you find it in terms of what I said to you compared to actually joining the company and being here firsthand? How have you found it in terms of that?
It's a nice story to tell you about, because I remember the first time you got on a call with me.
Yeah.
We had initially set up a meeting to have a chat with Sharif.
Yeah.
And I think I did have some reservations to come and meet you, and I think we missed 2 meetings, and the third one's the time we actually clicked.
Yeah.
And if I had to go back and tell myself, I'll be like, you're an idiot for missing out that meeting, because you know what, since I've come, based on the conversation we've had, myself with you and Sharif, whatever has been promised, like Sharif said, I'll tell you what I can give you and what I can't give you on your team.
Yeah.
You know, and based on his words, everything has been delivered the way he said it, you know.
Exactly.
And like I said, the few agents that I've brought on board with myself, as I promised them, what Sharif had promised me has been delivered.
Amazing.
You know, and they are happy about it. So far, the promise is kept, and I'm very happy to say that.
Amazing, because I think this is the thing, it gets frustrating because a lot of people speak to different recruiters, you get all different information, and then sometimes you go and you're like, this is not what I pictured.
Yeah.
But I feel like with our approach, we're very open and honest. I will tell you the good, bad, and the ugly, because when you come in, you find out soon enough how it is anyway. So it's the best way to move forward,
100%.
essentially. Thank you for joining us on another episode of Beyond the Resume. Don't forget to subscribe and comment below any other things you'd like to see from us. Thank you.